So good morning students. Today we are going to discuss about the oral questions of the third chapter that we had finished the part that is synthetic fibers and their uses. So first is that is the name the monomer which forms the natural fiber cotton. It is the monomer name is cellulose. Second question is name the process by which artificial fibers are made from simple molecule. The name of this process is polymerization. Third is name two natural materials from which rayon fiber is made, though it is pure cotton or wood cellulose. Fourth is from which monomer is nylon fiber is made, though it is amide molecule. Fifth one is which synthetic material is obtained by the polymerization of phthalic acid and ethylene glycol. It is the terylene. Sixth is name the full form of PET, then polyethylene tetraphthalate. Seventh is name the synthetic fiber which is used for making knitting yarn. It is acrylic fiber. And it is asked state two disadvantages of synthetic fibers. So it is given over here. You can write from there. Okay. So students, now we are going to start this characteristics of plastic or fibers. So students, as we know, the plastics are the substances that can be remolded again and again into different various shapes. So these are the synthetic fibers that have these property of this plasticity, like it is nylon or polyester solids can be used for making toothbrush, chrome, gyps, fasteners and so on. Okay, so on the basis of that they had certain chemical properties. Okay, like they are chemical resistance. Synthetic plastics are hardly affected by strong chemicals such as acids, alkalis, contrary to its natural plastic. Then these are all weather resistance, means they have no effect of the weather on them. Then they are also light in weight. Okay, they are very light in weight. Suppose we are having a bucket of this made up of iron and bucket of made up of plastic. Which one is light in weight? It is obviously it is plastic. So it is also one of the major advantage of that. Then they are having this toughness and tensile strength. Okay, they can bear this lot of force without getting broken. So it is also one of the property of the plastics or plastic fibers. Then insulation. Synthetic plastic materials are far better than respect of heat and electrical insulation. This is for same reason that the electric wires are covered with plastic insulators rather than cotton or silk. And one of the property is the appearance. Synthetic material plastics can be made as transparent as glass. Like you have seen this different types of plastic bottles that we use, they are transparent and they can be made into any desired color or texture. Okay, and this give them a very glossy appearance. Okay, so these are the different properties of the plastic fibers or plastics. Okay, so after that we are going to discuss about the kinds of synthetic plastic. So it is of two type, basically it is of two type, that is thermoplastics and thermosetting plastic. So thermoplastics are what? Thermoplastics such as synthetic plastic in which materials are obtained by gentle heating and then molding. Okay, once they will be heated and they will be molded into desired shape. This type of plastic is known as this thermoplastics. The molded materials can be reused by softening or gentle heating and they then giving them a new shapes. Means these thermoplastics can be remolded again and again by gentle heating. These are called this thermoplastics. These are very important because they are reusable. Like this polythene, polyvinyl chloride, polystyrene, nylon, terylene are examples of thermoplastics that can be remolded again and again by gentle heating. Second type is that is the thermosetting plastic. Thermosetting plastics are such as synthetic plastics in which materials are obtained by gentle heating. They will be also obtained by this gentle heating and molding them. But when the molded materials cannot be remolded again and again by gentle heating, it is the drawback of this thermosetting plastics. If they are molded into the desired shape, then they cannot be remolded again, okay, by gentle heating. Thus they are plastics for one time use and the molding is permanent in nature, like this bakelite, urea, formaldehyde, polyurethane, melamine are the examples of thermosetting plastics. Okay, so these are two types of the plastics. So after discussing these properties and types, now we are going to discuss about the common plastic and their uses. So there are different types of plastics that are available in our surrounding. The first is like this polythene. The polythene is what? As we know, these are all polymers. So it is the polymer of ethene. Okay, so it is the prepared by the polymerization of ethene, which is the petroleum product, and it is insoluble in all kinds of solvents. Means it is not soluble in any type of solvent, and it is not attracted by strong chemicals, and it is non biodegradable. And we know the different uses of these plastics. It is used for making thin films, which are used for making carry bags. It is used for making kitchen and laundry laboratory wares such as cups and bottles. It is used as insulation of electric wires. It is used as anti-corrosion coating or on the articles made up of iron or copper. The next is that is polypropylene. It is also polymer. Poly word is used over here. So it is the polymer of propene. It is prepared by the polymerization of propene, okay, molecules, and it is used for making ropes, packaging materials, and containers. And it is used for making synthetic carpets. It is used for making body of automobile batteries, and it is used for making collapsible toys. So you can see it is the different uses of the polypropylene. Now the next type is this polyvinyl chloride. Okay, and it is very important because it is very common in our daily use. So it is used by the polymerization of vinyl chloride. That's why it is called this polyvinyl. Poly terms that you have to use, and the basic material is the vinyl chloride. So it is the polyvinyl chloride, and it is of various use, like making of handbags, raincoats, making decorative vinyl flooring. It is used for making soles of shoes. It is used for making gramophone records. It is used for making wire pipes, water tanks, and sanitary fittings, and it is used for making superior insulation of electric wires. Okay, next is that is the Teflon. Teflon, it is the polytetrafluoroethene. It is the polymer of this tetrafluoroethene. It is prepared by the polymerization of tetrafluoroethene molecule, and it is unaffected by heat and chemicals. So it has anti-stick properties. It is coated on the surface of baking of fry utensils. That's why it does not, the frying substances does not stick on these utensils. Okay, and it is also used as this lubricant, especially on those part on the basins which oil cannot be easily applied. So it is also used as this lubricant. So it is the use of Teflon. And one more is there, that is polystyrene. It is lighter polymer of polythene, and it can be easily molded on heating. When air is blown through the molten polystyrene, it forms a very light foam, which is an excellent insulating packaging material. Okay, it is commonly employed in insulating refrigerators and cold storage. It is used for making containers which are used as an ice box, and it is used for packaging expensive items such as cell phones. On polystyrene, basically it is the thermocols that we see in our surrounding. So these are the different kinds of the plastics that we see in our surrounding. Okay, so just you have to do there that you have to remember the names and the molecules from which it is made up of. Okay, and their different uses. Tomorrow we will discuss about the next topic. Okay, thank you.